I predicted these things. Sean is not accustomed to going 5 rounds. He is not accustomed to people on his legs. I still go back and say, hey, that fight with Aljamain Sterling, that was a fluke too. Aljamain was still in that fight, and people thought I was just hating. It's like, no, I've been into a Merab. I did a whole lot better than Sean when I didn't even fight Merab. I took down Merab. Merab is lucky that I had that groin injury, and I'm still planning on running it back, but either way, Sean O'Malley got his kicked for 5 rounds, and I can't wait to get him next, Kush.
Sometimes it's not your night. He looked flat. Wasn't the Sean we became accustomed to seeing, sliding in and out, dribbling the basketball. Hats off to Merab. Henry, you called it. You hit the nail on the head. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be as easy. Sean was able to come out great. He was pressuring. He looked good, but then it just seemed like he just almost stepped into quicksand and it just couldn't get going again.
Like, if you believe that you saw Dishlavili overwhelm Sean, you saw Sean lose the same position 5 times. That is what happened. A double leg takedown is excellent. You will see very good wrestling. It will go back and forth, and there'll be a ton of technique, or you can just take the guy off the ground. The reason George St. Pierre's double legs never got stopped are the same reason that Merab's double legs didn't get stopped tonight. He took his opponent off the ground. There's now no way to stop him. It was a very good job by Merab. That was the one position O'Malley got beaten. Merab is going to draw in to Nurmagomedov. O'Malley is going to rebuild from here. I had no problem with the fight. One position, new champion. Tough game. High stakes, fair fight. On to the next one.
Ali Abdelaziz posted, I know this young man since he was 18 years old. One thing I know about him is he is one of the most nicest human beings you will ever meet. UFC gave him an opportunity and he made the best of it. He is 18-0, and his next fight will be for the UFC bantamweight title. It doesn't cost anything to be nice, but this man is very nice, kind, and a killer at the same time. Let's go, Umar.
The best of the best, best of the best.
I think the O'Malley brothers are upset.
15 around like this.
Well, definitely got everybody by surprise, but I think it's going to be a very exciting fight for the fans. Many people have been talking about Ankalaev, which for me is also not a problem, but that was the organization's choice, and I think Khalil's fight is going to be more exciting.
Charles Oliveira, November 16th, Madison Square Garden, the world's most iconic arena, the co-main event. Jon Jones versus Stipe is the main event. Can't wait to do it. 63 days. God bless. See you at the top.
Earlier in the week, Holloway had posted this footage of him training for UFC 308 fight with Ilia. Ilia tried to troll Max by commenting, "Let's go, Max."
The comment I post, some of my friends had to tell me that he did. I didn't even notice. I was like, oh, wow. But it just proves, bro. He's a true fan, bro. This guy's a true fan, bro. He whenever I fight, he always tweets. You know, he always says nice stuff. He always got nice stuff to say. So this man's a fan, bro. You can't deny it. So, you know, respect to him.
You beat Charles Oliveira and they say, hey, we got box A, title fight against Islam or whoever the champion is, could be Arman Sarukian. Yeah. Box B, Conor McGregor, big money fight. Which box do you take?
It's going to be Islam because this is the way it was supposed to be. It's going to be Islam, and I believe I think I beat Charles at Madison Square Garden, and then good old fashioned, hard working Division I Missouri American wrestling beats Dagesani Sambo every day of the week. I believe I match up well against Islam. I have a ton of respect for him. He is our champion. He is my champion at 155. Ton of respect for him. And yes, as I said, I wanted to fight Khabib. Who knows how that fight would have played out? We can play, mystery matchmaker all day long. But beating Islam is in my future, and it's what I want to happen. happen, and I got to get through Charles Oliveira in 63 days.
Speaking to Submission Radio, Mendez said, "Oh, I love that. Michael Chandler, as you know, he wants to put his name in the hat, and I like his attitude. I like what he's doing. And I think that he's correct. If he gets a win, that's good excitement. Islam has never faced him, so that would be a great fight for Islam to want to get charged up. You know, first we've got Sarukyan, obviously, because that's who's next. And then after that, it would be great if Chandler can get a win."
Our fan base grew 69% during COVID. And yes, I think that tonight's event, some people probably tuned in for the first time, and hopefully they turned off before the co-main event, and they're big fans now.
And I want, Valentina's strategy was effective, but it kind of sucked the life out of the room. How disappointing was that to see that fight and sort of just, you could hear a pin drop as they were fighting?
You can put on $20 million worth of production, but you can't control the fights. They're going to be what they are. So I cannot let that drive me crazy.
You need to work.
Herb's telling him he needs to work.
I mean, he
seems to be working to me.
I mean,
no doubt.
You can't stand them up.
No.
That's crazy. Who cares if people are booing?
Right. Just don't understand what he
Work,
wants.
guys.
That is insane. Dean Thomas, talk to us, please.
Yeah, I got to chime in on this whole work thing. It's not the referee's job to coach the fighter.
Right.
And that's exactly what they're doing. And I've always had a problem with referees telling my fighter to work. Referees got to chill out and just officiate the fight. Not
That
tell
is
them to work.
insane.
Because you can change the tide of the fight because you can force a guy to do something out of pocket.
Yeah, you're not talking about like timidity. I mean, unreal.
I mean, it's a dominant performance by Merab. Who cares if the audience is, you're not feeding the monsters blood?
Last potential opportunity.
What is Herb Dean saying? Why is he saying, well, this is crazy?
No
I
idea.
do not understand it. I do not understand it.
As if the challenger is not allowed to circle when he's up 4-0. As far as the fifth and final round was concerned, and Herb Dean's continuous verbals for these fighters to work, it was tremendously off-putting to me, certainly to Joe Rogan. And Kenny, I'm not sure exactly why those imperatives were coming from Herb Dean at this stage of the fight. It was not Merab Dvalishvili being exercising timidity or anything like that.
Yes.
He was up 4-0 potentially. He had the fight in the bag, and I don't know. It just seemed to me that Herb Dean was injecting himself in the fight in a way that he didn't need to. Even though I really do love him as a human being, I have to be critical on a live mic, and I believe he absolutely deserved that criticism.
I agree with you, absolutely. And I gotta say, this is tough because sometimes I feel like Herb Dean isn't engaged in the fight. Like sometimes I feel like he's a little bit late to make certain decisions or whatever. This was the most active I have seen him ever.
Yeah.
And you were talking about timidity. Timidity. I have the rules gun up. I'm gonna read this here. It says timidity, avoiding contact or consistently dropping the mouthpiece or faking an injury. Timidity is defined as any fighter who purposely avoids contact with his opponent or runs away from the action of the fight. Timidity can also be called by the referee of any attempt by a fighter to receive time by falsely claiming a foul, injury, or purposely dropping or spitting out their mouthpiece or other action designed to stall or delay the action of the fight.
Right.
I never saw that. I did not see that. You can circle. There's no rules that say you can't circle away from action, whether you're looking for an angle or trying to avoid getting hit. For me, if you're not engaged in these were periods of time of 1 or 2 seconds, and Herb Dean was right on top of Merab telling him to fight. And to me, that seemed a little bit odd. Do you want O'Malley to get a knockout? Or are you trying to shoot at the wrong time? What is going on? And so it's tough for me because it was good to see Herb Dean be more engaged in the fight, but not like that. You can't. That's when there's a certain level of bias or intervention where it's just kind of uncalled for. So
back in shape? You ready for November?
I feel great. Yeah, I feel really, really good. I'm about 250 pounds lean and strong.
Is this your retirement fight in November, or no? You got more?
It's gonna be the last time.
It's gonna be the last time?
It's gonna be the last
Hey, you're a legend. Hey, thank you.
More than likely.
It was an honor. You're like,
oh, my pleasure.
Opportunity. What is Herb Dean saying? I'm just saying, well, this is crazy. I do not understand it.
Oh, some of them on there. Some of them on it.
Where's my share? Where's my equity? Let's talk, but I want ownership now. I want equal share. I want what I deserve, what I've earned.
How much they think? What do you think?
How much you can get paid, right? How much? Where's my share? Where's my equity?